Yay! Okay, I'm Janet, the plant-powered peddler.
And I'm Jennifer, and we are so excited to have you guys with us. And we are just whole food plant exclusive, SOFA's free, gluten-free for health and well-being. And today we're cooking up a storm. Okay, well, we are going to be making a few different things. We're going to be making a mushroom matar, which is like mushrooms and peas. And then we're also going to be making the salad called Chana Chaat. Is that how you say it?
And then we're going to make Nigiri potatoes.
Yeah, and you're making the Nigiri potatoes, which is the cumin potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and make just a different potato recipe of hers. I don't even have the name of it, but it's sweet potatoes, and she just seasons them up with cinnamon and maple syrup, like kind of like a French fry style. So we're going to do some together and some different, and I'm really excited. Where do you think we should start?
The mushroom matar.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We could start with that, and just know that there is a portion of the salad where we do have to put the chickpeas in the oven.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But they have to take a while, don't they?
Yeah, so
Okay. 30 minutes.
So why don't we just do the chickpea part of it, and then we'll do the mushroom, and then we'll come back to do the salad later.
Now, I didn't have Chana Chaat, so I just made one up.
Okay. And I'm going to use some canned beans. Lately, I've been using a lot of canned beans because I just didn't have any ready. And I see yours, you probably made those.
These were frozen and cooked and frozen, and I just took them out of the freezer, and now I'm mixing in the spices, and I'll stick them on a silicone sheet and put them in the grub.
All right, so let's see. I'm going to take mine out and drain them and measure them, and as usual, I'm always a step behind Janet, but you know what? That's good.
Yeah, it gives people a chance if I'm going too fast.
So right now I'm using this particular brand is the Eden brand. And I really like it because it has no salt, and it's just in kombucha seaweed and water and the beans. So there's nothing else in it. And so a lot of people save the liquid, and it's called aquafaba, and you can use it in different cooking recipes. People make, meringue and different things, and it's really wonderful. I'm going to use just part of this, and look at Janet, that looks beautiful.
Stick it in.
So I'm going to grab one more item.
I'm just going to stick my onion, garlic, and ginger for the gobi matar, or the gobi matar. Yeah, cauliflower piece. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I made the wrong thing.
Okay, well, we're going to have a few different things then. Even more than we thought. Oh my goodness.
What a crazy day. Oh, and I forgot to do the mustard seeds and cumin first, so I'm going to.
Well, I'm rinsing off my canned beans right now. And when I rinse them off, I tend to go like a little bit more than just rinsing them, because sometimes they foam up a little bit. And I think for digestion, am I right, everyone? It's kind of helpful to rinse that off. If you think that there's a different reason, or you never heard of it, speak up. Or if this is a replay for you, please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. And if you haven't subscribe to both Janet and my channel, and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when we both go live or post new videos. We'd love to have you be part of our journey to healing and well-being.
I bought all these mushrooms yesterday, and I didn't even get them out because I got out cauliflower.
Okay, well, it's no big deal. Maybe I'll be in the lead this time. It's all good. It's perfect. It's just how it's supposed to be, right? Real life.
Well,
That's
I love
all I did about
cauliflower
it.
and peas, so
I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my Breville. I'm gonna use the Breville for the chickpeas. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat that, and then I'm gonna separate them and mix them up with the flavors, and then I'll get those in.
yeah, I got my chickpeas in. I'm just gonna hang out and wait for the mustard seeds and the cumin to start hopping.
Now, sometimes when I make chickpeas and I'm making them more of like those little crunchy kind of like in place of like a why am I
Crouton.
a crouton,
Yeah.
I actually spend the time to take the little peels off of each individual, you know,
Oh my goodness.
and they come out really great. I'm not going to do it today, but if we weren't live, I actually think I might, because I find that it grabs the seasoning well, and I don't know, I just like it. But today I'm just going to do a little bit here and put these aside, and then I'm going to go ahead and see what let's see, preheat the oven. I got these drained. She actually suggests that we wipe them off with a towel. So I'm going to get a little paper towel just to make sure that they're probably so that they're dry enough to, have the seasonings really, really stick. And this is one way to do it. I'm going to do this so you can kind of see what I'm doing.
And my mustard seeds are popping, so I'm gonna add in the onion, garlic, and ginger.
And I'm just wiping these a little bit. And as I'm doing that, some of these little pieces are coming off. So now I'm going to just put them back into the jar that I'm going to use and discard this.
I wonder if this is all the same ingredients, except I just do mushrooms instead of cauliflower.
I don't know. So
What does your recipe say, Jennifer?
green peas, onions, tomatoes, mustard seed, cumin seed, chilies, garlic, ginger. I mean, a lot of seasonings and spices.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like the exact same thing. It's just it's using mushrooms instead of cauliflower. So how much mushroom?
2 cups.
Okay.
2 cups sliced up. Okay, so back to my my chickpeas. It is asking for ground cumin, which I have in here, and for chaat masala. And you know what? I didn't have any, and so I quickly ordered some. And when it got here, I realized this had salt in it. I was so disappointed. I was so excited because it's organic, and now I'm not using this. But they do carry a non-salt one, and I'm going to try to find that one. So what I ended up doing instead was using the garam masala, and I know that the seasonings are different, and that's just what's going to happen for me today. And so I'm kind of just mixing them up, and I'm just going to toss them in there, and I'm just going to kind of coat them with the seasoning here. And there's just kind of coat it as best I can. And that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to just go ahead and pour it on here. I got pretty much all the seasonings off. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven and move on to something else. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the salad stuff aside and pick up on that a little later. I just wanted to get the chickpeas in the oven. And so now I'm going to start with the mushroom matar, which is a mushroom peas recipe. And the first thing that it is talking about is taking whole organic cumins and whole organic mustards. I say organic because that's what I get. You don't have to have organic, but the cumin and mustard seeds whole, and I've got them here so you could see. And I'm going to go ahead and put these on the fire here and get it popping a little bit and cooking a little bit. So, and then the next step is that we're going to add, as soon as those pop, we're going to add in, I have right here some onion. I just used a sweet onion. And there's also some garlic, that I finally tried to chop up here. And this is ginger. All of these things are going to go into the pan as soon as I hear or see that we've got dancers in the pan. And we want to, you know, keep it in the pan until the onions get translucent. And, you know, because we don't cook with any oil, if you notice, then you're doing this, that it's sticking, you know, be aware of the heat, you know, kind of turn it down low. And then you can also use water, just a little bit, like a tablespoon at a time, and you'll see it won't stick, and it's fantastic. And we don't need to consume oil.
I've got some green chili and tomato here that I'm going to add.
Oh my gosh, you could definitely see that popping.
Exciting. Magic happens.
So I'm going to go ahead and add the onions, the garlic, and the ginger. Just mix it in with those beautiful seeds. And I did turn the heat down because I had it higher when we started. So I'm going to let that keep going. And, you know, I think I'm going to get a splash of water to be ready in case I actually need to do that.
I add a little bit of water in mine.
I just poured some in this bowl that we had the onions in. It's filtered water, and I'll just use that to make sure that we're good to go. And then the next thing, once that gets to the translucent, you know, looking part, we're going to start to add in some more goodies. And so I'm just going to get that together. And what we're going to do is we're going to have, I diced up some tomatoes. These were Roma tomatoes that I used this time. You can use any tomatoes. And then also it called for green chilies. Well, if you've watched any of my stuff, we have a serrano plant, and I have so many serranos that I'm using serrano. I already cut it up, and I chose to take out all the seeds. I think maybe one got in there because I have to be careful with the spice. It can get crazy, but you would traditionally want to use the green chilies. So let me put that aside.
My potatoes a little bit.
I'm going to let you guys see what I'm doing here. It's looking pretty darn good, even though it's still just starting, but it's wet. You know, there's nothing that's sticking really at this point. And I'm just going to keep letting it do its thing.
You're supposed to cook until the tomatoes really soften and the whole thing becomes like a tomato base.
That looks good, Janet.
Does look good. Yummy.
I think I'm going to turn my heat up just a hair. I was really high to heat the pan up and get those seeds popping. And then I went way, way low, which is really good. But I'm going to kind of go just slightly a little bit higher than low, 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 just to give it an opportunity to, you know, not burn, but continue to get the onions nice and soft.
So I added the mushrooms and the green peas, and now you just let it toast. And there's the mushroom matar.
Well, I'm just going to show you how my onions are looking, and I think they're looking pretty good. I might let them go another minute or so, and then I'm going to add the tomato. I just want to make sure they're a little bit softer, but they're looking good. I'm going to go ahead and start the other recipe that I'm doing, which I have these sweet potatoes. I wash them, and I'm with the skin on. I'm going to slice them up, and then I'm going to put them in this bowl and toss them with a couple things and get them in the oven while I'm waiting for the chickpeas and these onions to get going.
I'm going to check the chickpeas here.
Yes, let's do
Happy
it.
birthday
To
you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear Tracey. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. It's funny how the speed different, but happy birthday.
I'm going to go ahead and add the tomato right now because it's ready. And the serrano pepper instead of the green chili. and just kind of mix that up and keep going. So let me just show you what this is looking like, the next step. So we'll just put that back on here. I'm gonna let it cook down a little bit more. You know, if you get to the point where it's starting to stick a little bit when you're at the onion phase, but it's pretty much ready to go, and you add the tomato has so much water naturally that it will take the place of adding any liquid if it's like pretty much ready to go. And that's what happened to me. It started to stick just a bit, threw the tomatoes in, and as you saw, there's no sticking going on. So we're just gonna, it just wants us to cook the tomatoes until they're soft, and then we're gonna add some seasonings. And I'll just tell you what I've gotten here is a red chili powder. I should show you this way. Red chili powder, there's some turmeric, garam masala, and we're gonna add those to the tomatoes once they're a little bit softer. It also talked about ground coriander, which it doesn't list later. So I've got that in here too. Garam masala, coriander, the chili powder, and the turmeric.
And where'd you put that, Jennifer?
Oh, that goes in with the tomato and the onion mixture. Do you have
Oh,
that?
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm way past that. I'm just
Okay.
gonna put my cumin seeds in to start my potatoes.
Perfect. I'm gonna check on the chickpeas and see how they're doing. They're doing pretty good. I'm gonna keep letting them go. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start cutting these up and checking the pot behind us. And these potatoes, I'm just gonna literally like kind of make like sort of like a French fry, I guess.
Now I've got sprinkled the spices over after it's cooked, but you're putting yours in now with the tomato.
No, yeah, I didn't do it yet. Wants to cook the tomato down a little bit first and then add it and then incorporate it.
I'm just adding in all the spices to my mixture, and my mixture's done. And I'm starting toasting cumin seeds for my Nigiri potatoes. And keeping an eye on the cumin seeds because I cooked them a little bit longer. You're supposed to cook them 25 to 30 minutes, but with the Breville, it's a little bit hotter. And so I'm trying not to burn them. So I did them for 20 and now 5 more, and I'm just checking them.
Okay.
And they're still looking good. Yeah. So I added all my spices in the Mushroom Matar, and it looks pretty darn good, Jennifer.
I'm just slicing these guys up a little bit.
Oh, so now I'm supposed to let it steam. Put in a little bit of water and then let it steam. Well, all right. For 8 to 10 minutes.
You know, most people want you to slice on a rolling surface and then roll it so it doesn't roll and slip, but I'm not always good at that. I'll try to do it the right way.
Cumin seeds are crunchy. I think they're done to perfection. I add the ginger and the green chilies to my potatoes.
Nice. I might just save these for another time and just finish cutting these guys up and move on.
Just sauteing these for a minute, and then I'm going to add the potato.
Okay, so I'm going to put my my sliced up sweet potato into a bowl, and then I am going to add some cinnamon. But before I do that, I'm going to take a quick peek here. Now this looks nice. I'll show you guys this.
And I coated my potatoes with the cumin seeds, and now I'm going to add my spices.
Now this looks nice. Okay, I think I'm going to add the spices here too. So let me go ahead I'm gonna backtrack a minute so that I can show you guys, and I'll do it actually right here so you can see it. So I'm just gonna coat everything with these.
And my spices are red chili powder, asatapita, anchoor, turmeric, cumin, coriander. And I don't add salt, so that's it.
Coriander, wow, I'm just not used to these spice flavors. Smell, you know,
Well,
woo,
and the
it's,
coriander is the ground coriander, and then you add the fresh cilantro. I garnish it with.
yes, but we're still, yeah, but cooking it, yep. You
Yeah.
taught me that last time.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's coated really well, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on here. And it just says to cook it for just a couple of minutes. And then we're gonna add some mushrooms and peas. You can use frozen peas. These are raw peas. Oh, it doesn't matter. And the mushrooms are just sliced up. So I'm gonna put that over by the pan and get ready for that. We're gonna add this to the tomato mixture in about a couple minutes.
The potato dish now, again, add water and steam. So they want it steamed for a few minutes.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put some cinnamon on here. I'm gonna actually add a little bit more.
For my salad, I didn't have romaine. I'm just using my salad mix that I always have.
Now this calls for maple syrup on this. If you don't want to use maple syrup, you could probably use date syrup. I'm gonna follow the recipe and splurge a little bit, and that'll be fun for me. But I have date syrup that I could do also. And it's just supposed to help the cinnamon stick to it. It's not supposed to be goopy or, you know, anything crazy. Just a small amount.
And I'm just adding tomato and cucumber and red onion to my salad.
It seems like I put more cinnamon this time than last time, so I could always add more potato, which was the original plan. If you don't like that much. I know my husband doesn't like cinnamon. I don't know anybody else that doesn't. I love cinnamon, but anyways. Okay, so that's what that's looking like, coated.
I'm doing salad dressing. It's lemon or lime juice, and I've got a little of both because why choose when I can have both? And then there's a chopped apple in it, and I'm putting it all in my NutriBullet.
So I have a little bit extra cinnamon at the bottom. I'm going to leave it there, and I might end up cutting another potato and mixing it in with that because they're pretty coated.
I got garlic, 2 pitted dates.
And I'm going to stop for a second.
And some cumin and some more chopped masala, which I don't have, so I'll make it up again.
So here we go. I'm going to mix that up. Looking good. And I'm just going to try to incorporate it a little bit and then just let it cook down. You know, with the mushrooms having water in them naturally, it'll really help make this a little bit thinner, I think, and more of like just a little bit more liquid in here. But we'll see. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to cover this too and put it back on. So I'm heating up the oven behind me. I just checked on the chickpeas and mine have about another 4.5 minutes left. I'm going to let them just go all the way. And you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of making it more of like a row instead of a blob, so that in hopes that it will cook a little evenly. You know, I don't have a big enough air fryer for all of this. So, but I think that that would be a great option if you wanted to air fry these. And I have different, you know, potatoes are different. So look at, I got this big one here and then this little tiny one there, and I'll just watch it. Hopefully they won't, you know, burn.
Okay, there's my mushroom matar.
Nice.
And that's my potato.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And then I gotta add the chickpeas. I've got my salad ready to mix here.
I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the oven and I'm gonna start putting my salad together. For the salad, one thing that I didn't pre-cut was an apple, so I'm gonna go ahead and slice up this apple. Let me see if it cares what shape. I'm thinking little cubes. What did it say?
Yeah, you're just gonna blend it, Jennifer. So just get it chopped. Yeah, I did the same thing. I waited because I didn't want it to turn brown, but you just blend it anyway.
Oh, you're gonna blend it?
Yeah, it's a dressing.
Oh, okay, okay, so I'll just set that aside then. And what I'll start with is getting the bowl ready. And I do have the romaine. I washed it, dried it. I'm not gonna use all of this, but I am gonna just chop it up into bite-sized pieces.
Makes a nice little salad.
They say if you tear the lettuce versus cut it, it won't brown as quickly.
Yeah, well, my lettuce never lasts long enough to brown.
So, but in case you didn't know that, it's kind of a cool thing.
Doesn't that look good?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the salad. So we've got the romaine in here. And I'm gonna put in some, so in here I pre-cut tomatoes, cilantro, red bell pepper, cucumber is kind of hiding underneath here, and the red onion. And I'm just gonna literally pour the whole thing in here and incorporate it into the romaine lettuce. And my chickpeas just went off, so hopefully they're doing well. And I'm just gonna kind of toss this a little bit to incorporate it, but it probably toss it again later when we have the dressing. And what a nice looking, crunchy, like refreshing salad so far.
And I'm gonna, well, this is everything. It's salad and the mushroom matar and the potatoes. And then I'm gonna chop some of my arugula to add on top.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up the stuff to make my dressing. Did you use the NutriBullet for your dressing?
Yes, I did.
I'm using the Envy apple. I know Chef AJ really loves the Envy apple, and I tried it years ago when I heard about it from her, and man, is it good.
I love it.
I mean, another one that's really good that I learned about from Chef Bravos is the sugar bee apples, and you can't find them out here too often, but when I come across them, I really like them. Or pink ladies.
The salad's delicious. And I'm trying the potatoes.
I'm going to show you how we're doing here.
Yum.
Potatoes are spicy. Now I'm going to try the mushrooms.
So I need to add some lemon. I'm just going to go ahead and start. I don't know. Is there an order when you put these in here? Does it matter? You know,
No.
No. Okay.
Sometimes, but no, it blends up really nice.
All right. So there's my apple, and I'm going to go ahead and add some lemon juice.
This is my lunch because I never had a minute to do lunch, but I made yogurt again today and I made tempeh.
Okay, so, and then it calls for a date, so I'm just gonna rip out into this date. I keep my dates in the freezer, but I took this one out. It's soft still. If it wasn't soft, you might want to soak it, you know, a little bit, but it's just one date, so I'm throwing that guy in there. And then we've got the garam masala and some cumin that I have to measure in a little water, and we'll be good to blend this up.
They're really tasty.
Not accustomed to this. Okay, so let me just check this. Ooh, this is looking good now. So how long do I cook this? Look at.
Is that the mushroom?
Yeah, this is the matar.
Once everything's in, she says, put a splash of water in it, cover it, and steam it for a few minutes.
Okay, yeah,
8 to 10.
It's got quite a bit of liquid, so I'm gonna just.
Oh, you've got enough then. That's just if you didn't have enough liquid.
Yeah, the mushrooms really brought out a lot of liquid, so I'll just let it go on low. It's probably pretty much done. The chickpeas are done. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this. And this thing's going, I'm like moving right along.
Did you cover it, Jen? Oh, yeah, you did. Did you add garlic?
No, that's what you told me. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will add some garlic. How many cloves? Just a couple?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Whatever I want. Okay. So,
I put the whole dressing into the salad that I made. I just dumped all the dressing. So whatever you plan on doing.
okay. So I'm just using fresh garlic and I'm gonna put a couple of cloves in there. Here are my chickpeas.
Adding the chickpeas.
The chickpeas. Let me show you. And the only thing that I'm missing now is the dressing. And these are really good. These came
Yeah,
out
they are.
nice.
Yeah.
They're crunchy, but they're still slightly soft, so they didn't burn.
Yeah, we did good.
And here's the dressing. And let me go ahead and plate that. Now my potatoes are still in here. I'm just gonna keep letting them go another 15 minutes, it says, or so. And but in the meantime, I'll plate this. Let me get something.
I'd like to grow green beans too.
Look at this. Wow, this looks wonderful. Oh, hold on. So many things to share.
Looks good.
This is Mushroom Matar, and it looks ready to go. And here's the dressing or the salad with the chickpeas. And I'm going to add the dressing to it and plate it right now. This dressing is great.
Isn't it? It's just delicious.
Okay, why is it delicious? I'm going to tell you because the apple gave it such a sweetness,
Mm-hmm.
and the spices of the cumin and I think was it the garam masala
Mm-hmm.
just thin out the sweetness just ever so slightly.
It's wonderful.
So I'm going to do what you did. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to
Go for it, Jennifer. I'm going to go walking and come back and have another plate.
Oh my God, here we go.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I love Indian food. I would make all these again. And they're so simple. I mean, we make it complicated because we're doing it at 2 different speeds and
Okay, now hold on. Hold everything, guys.
the recipes are simple, and yet she gives you all the spices that you can play with, that I brought back from Australia, but I didn't know what to do with, like Ming and asafetida is Ming. Amchur. Oh, Jennifer, is that your yogurt?
So here's my yogurt, and it's
Yeah.
my very first time ever trying it. I did not do it from the beans, but I did it with the soy milk and the chocolate. And I'm just gonna mix it up because it's
Very nice.
thank you. I'm so excited that it came out. Look at that.
Me too.
I'm
Me
gonna go
too.
ahead and plate that, and I'm gonna put a little bit of this on it.
Very good.
All right, check it out.
That is gorgeous. I like that you separated the matar, Jennifer.
And then I went ahead and put the cilantro, but if you don't like cilantro, you could use parsley. And then there's my little dollop, and I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. I'm gonna actually, before I just taste it, I'm gonna check the potatoes really fast, and then I'll taste it.
Yeah, see if the potatoes are ready to.
All right, so I just added a couple of little pieces on here. It's not really ready. Here, let me just show you. Just some of these little potatoes, and just kind of on the side. And let me grab a fork. I can't wait to dig in. All right, here we go. Let me see if I like it the way you liked it. So
I mean, my lips are tingling. It's just the meal that just keeps on giving.
Mm.
Isn't it tasty? I mean, so many different flavors hit your palate. It's just wow.
Something that I'm really learning about this Indian cuisine. I love what it does to the whole dish when you add the yogurt. And you don't need to add a lot, but the flavors are magnificent. And this is not, I've never tried anything like this. How do you explain its flavor? Let's try again.
And it's not all full of grease and, I mean, it's like it's guilt-free.
The flavors are so subtle. I'm going to try this salad. God, who knew? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. The salad is really good. I can't wait to have some more, but I'm going to wait until I get back.
Oh, this is really good. I think everybody should try these. These are total winners. One other thing I would say just about this, because that's what I'm talking about, is I would even put this over your cumin potatoes or over a rice or over some, you can eat it plain. But
Sure.
to do that, I think it would really complement it also.
Yeah, I mean, I just separated them because I wanted to taste each one, but yeah, when I come back from walking, I'll do that.
This was so fun, you guys.
It was.
Well, if you guys enjoyed watching Janet and I, go ahead and give us a like, a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And thank you very much.
Spread us around.
Don't forget, eat your greens. Bye.